Welcome back to Magic Arena, and finally we are back with another deck tech and gameplay video. So I'm showing you Sultai Lands combo, I will call it. It's basically Landfall enchantment deck. It's a little bit weird, but it works surprisingly well. There's a lot of neat interactions with it. So the main win condition is basically to use Dryad of the Elysian Grove and Red Presence. And then every land that you play is basically either draws you a card or drains for 2. So Dryad reads you can play additional lands, and lands you control are every land type in addition to the other types, while Dread Presence says whenever a swamp enters the battlefield under your control, you can either draw a card and lose a life, or deal 2 damage to any target and you gain 2 life. So with a Dryad out, every land is a swamp, so this means this triggers every time. Also, you can play additional lands, so you can play 2 or 3, depending on how many Dryads you have lands per turn. And then Dread Presence can like one-shot kill you in the optimal way. Of course, that most likely never happens because you have an opponent that interferes with your plan, but that is at least the idea. So like you also want, of course, to have multiple Dryads or Dread Presence out. So how do you achieve that? We have Protean Thaumaturge, which says whenever an enchantment enters the battlefield under your control, you may have Protean Thaumaturge become a copy of another target creature, except it has this ability. So mainly we want to copy our own Dryad or our own Dread Presence to get multiple triggers or play multiple lands. Mostly we want to copy Dread Presence. But we are pretty flexible, so the optimal way is to play this turn 2 and then Dryad turn 3. And Dryad is an enchantment, so this means we can make a Protean Thaumaturge turn 3 at 2/4 and can play 2 additional lands. So this can lead to pretty explosive turns where we have like 5 lands on turn 3. But we can also copy like the scariest creature from our opponent because he doesn't care about if it's your creature. And then we have also Enigmatic Incarnation to tutor up for anything what we need. So Enigmatic Incarnation says at the beginning of your end step, you may sacrifice another enchantment. If you do, search your library for a creature card with converted mana cost equal to 1 plus the sacrifice enchantment's converted mana cost. Put that card on the battlefield and shuffle your library. So we could sacrifice Dryad, but that's not what we want. But it's mainly there for tutoring the missing piece, because sometimes we're missing Dread Presence, sometimes we're missing the Dryad, sometimes we're missing the Protean Thaumaturge, or whatever we need. And that is very helpful to assemble the combo. But we need, of course, enchantments to sacrifice and enchantments to trigger Thaumaturge. Well, we have every playset of all the 3 colors of the Omens, because they are all pretty good. Mainly, they have all flash, so we can, at instant speed, let Thaumaturge change the creature. So, for example, we are a stud player, play this on turn 2, my opponent doesn't have any creatures. And then turn 3, we can leave mana open, and then they play a creature and can at instant speed react and let this beat this creature. That's quite powerful. Especially for 1 mana, this is quite good. Opponent probably doesn't see that coming. Omen of the Dead is quite good if my opponent gets rid of one of the missing key pieces, like the Dryad or the Dread Presence. We can use Omen to get the key piece for just 1 mana back in hand and play it out next turn again at instant speed. Then Omen of the Sea is just cantrip, meaning it can replace itself, and we get a Scry, also helps a lot finding the key pieces. And then Omen of the Hunt, because all the land offers another landfall trigger potentially if we have the Dread Presence out. We can search for a swamp, draw a card, or whatever. Unfortunately, the land comes in tapped, but whatever. And all we can sacrifice to Scry 2. Often we don't want to really do that because we want to sacrifice them to the Incarnation. But still, it helps quite a lot smoothing out the draws. And then we have 2 of these 2 creatures that are mainly there to protect our combo, that we will search up with mainly with Incarnation if we don't need anything else. So if we have already like if we are ahead, we are getting the Shepherd to protect our key creatures, or the Midnight Reaper when there's a board wipe, that we at least draw a lot of cards and can rebuild, because usually we should have a lot of lands that this is possible. So these 2 creatures are mainly there to protect our combo. So we sacrifice the blue Omen to get Reaper, or the green Omen to get Shepherd. And then I have also 2 of Nylea's Intervention. That's mainly a test. I'm not certain about it because so far it hasn't come up yet. But the goal is to pay like 4 mana to search 2 lands, for example, if we desperately need the lands for the Dryad or the Dread Presence, to because often in the end you don't have enough lands to even trigger this. So this is quite helpful. And yeah, so usually you want to pay like 4 mana and search 2 key cards for that. And then with the Dryad we can play both of the lands. Yeah, the mana base is pretty straightforward. 4 of all the shock lands, Castle Locthwain, and 3 of the basics. Why so many basics? Because we also have Fabled Passage, because Fabled Passage is amazing, because it's a fetch land, so we can trigger landfall twice a turn. So if we have Dryad out, we don't need to fetch Fabled Passage right away, because the Fabled Passage can tap for any mana. And if we have Dread Presence out, we can fetch and get additional triggers. So this is quite amazing. Yeah, and Nylea's Intervention can search up for any land. So Nylea's Intervention can also search up for Fabled Passages. So this is quite good. And let's show how this works. I'm not playing in ranked because I was grinding a lot, so I don't want to lose games now because of that. But in free play, this should still be reasonable to show. So yeah, I don't think we can keep this. This is way too slow. So I think we get rid of the Omen. We don't need that really in our starting hand. So it's unfortunate, but I think we have to play Fabled Passage turn 1. The risk is too high that we have 3 more, so it's fine. Okay, so let's shock that in. Blue-red. Is it flash, maybe? Thaumaturge is nice. We don't need Enigmatic Incarnation, another one. And another land, please? Ooh, okay. So we definitely shock in this and play Dryad. Is that a quench? No. I have no idea what the opponent's deck is. It looks like, is it a flash? Fabled Passage turn 3 is unfortunate for my opponent, of course. Shimmer. Is that fires with a budget mana base? So we don't have a land, so I don't see the point in playing Dread Presence. So I will just attack with the Dryad and get Enigmatic Incarnation out. And then getting... Do I need the second Dryad right now? I think I'm rather worried about Storm's Wrath, so I think I will get Midnight Reaper. Yeah, and that's exactly why we could protect our pieces, and it replaced itself. We drew a card. It's pretty solid. Here I think we play Thaumaturge. Do we play 2 Thaumaturges? Ooh, that's a little bit risky. No, I think I will play Omen right now so that we can sacrifice it. And then this will be a Dryad. And I want a land. I don't think we need another Dryad. And then attack. And play this. Sacrifice this. And get another Midnight Reaper if there's a board wipe. It's too risky to get the third Dryad. That seems crazy. Discovery. I'm not sure what my opponent's deck is. Goblin Electromancer. We drew another Dryad. Oh boy. Okay, so am I worried about the Wrath? I think the Wrath would have happened already. Let's attack first. So then we play Protean Thaumaturge. And another Dryad. Scorchfire. Scorching Dragonfire. And then there's a Wrath? I'm scared. I'm confused. This, right? And this, whatever. Now we want to sacrifice this one and get a Nightmare Shepherd to protect from the board wipe, right? And decline though, decline. Yeah, I like it. Draws attention away from the main threats. Oh, it's a Arclight Phoenix deck. I see. So if we draw a land now, we can kill those phoenixes. Amazing. Is that a quench? Okay. Oh, I only get one trigger because I have a Dread Presence. Well, then it doesn't matter all that much. Let's draw a card first. Maybe we draw more lands. Another Nylea's Intervention. That doesn't help much. So let's... If all survives, I win next turn. I can sacrifice something. Yeah, let's sacrifice a druid. A real one. And get a Nightmare Shepherd again. To I don't want this though. Decline. Decline. Because we need to block the phoenixes. And Nylea's Intervention wins us the game. This might be the first time that Nylea's Intervention wins us the game here. Unless we are dead here? Ah. I was too greedy. I could have Nylea's Intervention to kill the phoenixes, but the opponent probably gets the back. That was a lovely match. I think you could see where this was going. We were pretty close in comboing off here. Maybe we should have not drawn, but rather drained. I'm not sure. Yeah, this is a great hand. We have turn 2 Thaumaturge into turn 3 Dryad, which is pretty good, especially if we draw more lands. Oh, it's a Enchantress deck, or Boggles deck, whatever. Okay, so I can shock this in. Dryad. Copy this. Hopefully we draw more lands here. Oh, the lifelink is really annoying, but let's see what we can do. Another Fabled Passage. Do we copy? Yeah, I think we do, right? But they can probably pump even more. Okay, maybe not. Oh, the Warbriar Blessing can deal with our stuff. Do they attack here? Probably not. Ooh, let's hope to find a land. Well, let's attack first, right? Yeah, a land, and I don't think we need the Thaumaturge. Especially as we shuffle anyway now. And we get something that we can just don't care about losing. So they have to deal with our 4/4 flyers. I mean, that's also a way to win, I guess. Well, they get 5 life here. Now I'm confused. This one, right? Yeah, and now I'm back at a 4/4. All that glitters, oof. Yeah, they gain so much life now that this will be very rough. And we have to jump block. So, well, if we exile, the Omen doesn't do much. Yeah, we can't deal with the 13-15, unfortunately. I don't think we have anything that we can do. They have 27 life. I mean, our combo went off, but the problem is they gained so much life that we can't do much. So, let me think here. Yeah, if we had a Dread Presence, we could do some stuff. But I don't think we can win here. Yeah, good game, I think. That is a very slow start. Midnight Reaper we want to fetch, not have in our opening hand. Nylea's Intervention is also a late game card. This is slow, so I think I will mulligan. Without blue lands, I think I will just... black lands, I will just get rid of one Dread Presence here. Nyx Lotus. Interesting. So I think I will leave an instant speed Omen of the Hand open. Because it doesn't really matter if I... I mean, I could copy Pixie and tap for 1 again. That doesn't do much. I could attack for 1 more. Doesn't do much either. So what I might do is just not attack. And maybe they fall into a trap here. Hydroid Crazes. So, I made earlier a mistake where I copied a 0/0 and the Thaumaturge died. So I have to remember not to do this time. So I want a swamp here. So now I can, let's see, Dread Presence. Shock that in and kill this. And then leave that open at instant speed. No blocks. Pass to damage. Okay, so oh, a swamp and an incarnation. Yeah, I am taking this. Now 3/6 mana. Let's attack first. And I think I will just get Incarnation here. And then what will I get? Probably the Dryad here. Let's hope we draw a land here. Nope. We should have maybe upkeep Scryed. That was probably a mistake. Yeah, we should have upkeep Scryed here. Well, we can still Omen of the Hunt. Oh no! I want to decline this? Oh no! Oops. Well. Stupid stack. Whatever. So let's upkeep Scry this time. So we definitely draw here. And then we can Thaumaturge. And then we don't have anything in the graveyard. We don't want to double get the Dread Presence double blocked. But it's fine to lose Midnight Reaper. We have also Omen of the Dead. Decline. Oh, I could have sacrificed and then gotten it back. That was my mistake. But we won. We outvalued the opponent. Even though we did the misclick. Alrighty. Yeah, that's reasonable. We have Thaumaturge. So I think we keep. Even though we don't have green mana, but we don't have any green cards in hand. So we keep. Only 2 lands. It's not great for this deck. We're playing 26 lands. But, yeah. Interplanar Beacon. Oh, I'm not sure if we're great against the Planeswalker deck. Because we want to copy creatures. So Teferi will now bounce the Thaumaturge. And that means... kind of want both.
I know my responsibility. I'll protect you.
If there's now a board wipe, we can just resign.
Don't worry, I got this.
For the erasure, whatever. I don't care about that. We have Dread Presence twice. Yeah, but the Nightmare Shepherd is scarier anyway. Maybe I should have drawn a card and just attacked Teferi? Do I upkeep Scry here? Oh, I was too late. Yeah, I have to go all in here. There will be probably a board wipe here. Oh, Guild Summit. Wow, okay. So if we find an enchantment, ooh, pretty good. And a swamp, yeah, that's amazing. Definitely want both. Oh, I want the swamp first. I'm an idiot. But I can. I could have won here. Now I'm 1 damage short. And I'm not playing the Strat Presence because I have lethal next turn here. Yeah, I could have won here. I ordered the cards incorrectly. Land first to draw a card and... No, that wouldn't have mattered, right? Let me think this through. If I ordered land first to draw a card, then the other Thaumaturge wouldn't have been Dread Presences yet. Yeah, I think it was fine. Nylea's intervention is quite good here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if I do this for just testing for 4, and get all the Fabled Passages and Forest, whatever. That was quite a turn. Oh my goodness. That's a very slow start. I have to mulligan. Ooh. Yeah, let's keep that. And get rid of the Nylea's intervention. Now I only need to draw more lands, and I do. So let's see. Red, and they do nothing. That's interesting. So I don't have green mana, so I will shock this in and play the Midnight Reaper. So now this can die, and I don't care all that much. Now I don't get green mana, and 3 mountains and they don't do anything. That's kind of odd. Ooh, Fabled Passage. So, green mana. So I play Incarnation. Take that action. I have no idea what my opponent is playing. Living Twister. Okay, let's get more green lands. But, I mean, attacking doesn't do anything, really. I'm scared. I did this because they can discard a land card to deal 2 damage here. And it's not something I want. And... Dread Presence. I have 2 in hand, so I will get this. Well, now I can make this. So let's see what my opponent does. Not sure what my opponent is playing. If they kill Midnight Reaper, do I exile it? Or do I Omen? I Omen, right? Rhythm of the Wild, sure. Sultai Goblin, sure. I don't have anything in the graveyard? Okay. Okay, this wins me the game now. I have no idea what my opponent was playing. Okay, I think that's decent. Keep. Fenlurker. So, Lost Legion, okay, fair enough. So they are playing Devotion. This is the only reason I can see why they are playing Lost Legion. Dryad is quite good, and another land is also quite good. I think I keep. They're playing the Murderous Rite instead of getting rid of the Dryad. Oh, oops. Okay, I think they meant to play the adventure part. So, yeah, I need to play now the combo out. Do I upkeep Scry? No, it's too much, right? Yeah. I think I just want the Midnight Reaper. Yeah, I think I just want the Midnight Reaper. Fenlurker. Yeah, I don't need the Omen, right? So I think I trade here. I need to draw cards. That's unfortunately 1 mana too much. And I need to play this now because I want to sacrifice it to the Incarnation. And definitely want the Shepherd. Another Incarnation. Doesn't help me all that much. So, do I play any of those cards? I think I played the Dread Presence. And get another Midnight Reaper. And they scoop. Awesome. So I hope you enjoyed the games. I quite like the Landfall deck. It's not quite as powerful, but it's a lot of fun to play, and you have to think a lot in what is in your deck to tutor up for, to protect the combo. Well, it's not really a combo, honestly. It's like a Landfall deck, and with enchantment tutoring and stuff. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, bye. Thanks for watching this episode. Check out these links here and also in the video description. Subscribe and follow if you want to be updated for future videos. Thanks for watching. Until next time, bye.